Good morning, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm being told to start out with the letters. Oh, I'm depending on you, Spirit, because I'm tired, baby. Consider your impressions and follow them once in a while. I don't know how I missed this last night, but this was on the table this morning when I was cleaning up from last night. Alright, Spirit, help me this morning because my brain is so tired. I had a really rough day yesterday at work. A lot of crisis situations that had to be dealt with before I could even get out of the house yesterday morning. And I was working until about 9 o'clock last night when I did that video. You may have heard me yawning in the video. I went straight to bed afterwards. And we may have to address some negativity because there's been somebody trying to do some spell work. The song that came through for this reading was Not Broken Anymore by Blue October. And it's a song about recovery, about somebody who has an addiction, but they finally found recovery. And there was somebody who was there for them that helped them to see that they could make it through. I guess kind of acted as a mirror, like if I can do it, you can do it too. That kind of thing. And I think it was a wife. But in your situation, it may have been a friend. Or you may not be the person that had the addiction. You could be the friend. Who knows? Only you know your situation. But there is some negativity that needs to be dealt with. You see this? This is alarming. I mean, this is the negativity that I get with black magic and illness, things of that nature. Bad stuff. Abuse, trauma. This is not good stuff here. Please protect us and connect us, Spirit. Protect us from any negativity that might try to come through. And put angels around us as I channel this energy to try and get a message from you, and only let the message that you have for us come through. Keep anything negative away. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, you're asking me to start out with the letters, which I haven't done in a while, and they're kind of dusty. You bear with me because I have to figure out what Spirit's trying to say. Okay. Well, that's a lot of letters, Spirit. Let's see what Spirit is trying to say to us this morning, okay? I have an M, I have a B or a D, two of them, an N, a J, an X, another M, a lot of M's, another J, a G, a K, 3 W's, an H, another B. This could be a B or a D. I have 2 more of those. Another one. There's a lot of B's or D's. A U. Another B or D. A C. 2 more G's. 3 more G's. A K. A T. A T. And an S. Another B or D. 2 X's, an H, another C, an O, a Z, another T, an A, another C, another B or D, wow, and a V, another B or D, whew, okay, and then we have an N, these are N's, so I'm going to tell you what I have here. Okay, here's what I have. I don't have very many vowels. I only have 2, an O and an A. And then I have 3 M's, 4 G's, 3 T's, 2 J's, an S, an X, O, X, an A, a Z, an H, a C, a C, a C, 3 W's, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 D or B's, like dog or boy. Okay, so we have Scott, we have mom, we have man, we have God, we have dog, we have vow, wow, add, sad, had, we have Jax, we have Jot, we have Sam, Nan, Got, we have Van. I'm not sure what this is meaning, but it means something. We also have shot. Somehow shot, like taking a shot or being shot. We could have mug shot. Somebody could have had a mug shot. Alright, you've heard what we had here. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to go too much further with that. We have Chad also. Okay. Alright, we're going to leave it at that. And now, I'm going to get some rocks. If you're new here, welcome. This isn't the typical way I begin readings, but this is the way I'm being instructed to begin today. And I use all kinds of things to get messages from Spirit. So something that I was talking about in the words that I just said were relevant to this message, okay? And I'm pulling some rocks out that will also be relevant to the message. I dropped this one, so I'm going to pick it up. It says accept, like have acceptance. Accept again. So there's a need for acceptance. I have commitment. I have inspire. I have trust. And I have joy. So there's a need to accept something. to have commitment, to be committed, to be inspiring, or you are inspired. You may inspire someone else. You have joy and you have trust. These are the things that Spirit is working on in our lives, okay? If you don't have these things, they are coming. Joy, trust, commitment, inspire, accept. Accept is important. Let's get a prayer. Prayer for this collective spirit. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This is a prayer of recovery, and it's also a prayer of acceptance, because if we continue to try and change things that we can't change, or not have the courage to change the things that we can, then we're living in a place of chaos instead of having serenity. In order to have any amount of serenity in our lives, we have to have acceptance. And in order to do that, we have to have the wisdom to know what we can and can't change. And most of the time, we don't have control over anything but ourselves. And sometimes we have very little control over that. And that's where the powerlessness of step 1 comes in. And you have to realize, I'm powerless over people, places, and things. My life has become unmanageable. And a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity. And it doesn't have to be drugs. It could be anything. Food. For some people, food can be such a big trigger. I mean, a simple thing like a cupcake being left on the counter, if it doesn't belong to them and they want it, they will have a hissy fit. Alright, Spirit, what virtues are you working on in this collective? Generosity came out. Being generous, being obedient, and being patient. And we have love overall here. Alright, so you're having to do what you're told by those in authority. It could be on probation. DSS could be involved in your situation. You could have parents that are over you, bosses, your government, anybody who's in authority over you. Obedience is doing what you're told by those in authority. Okay, we all have authority figures in our lives. And being generous and being patient are also factoring in. This is an odd combination. It's almost like you're being told to be generous and to be patient. Somebody's telling you what to do. You're having to do what you're told. That's a little bit odd. But you're having to accept this. I don't think you like that you're having to be obedient to this person or these people and to their authority. But you're having to accept it because you've made a commitment. And you have to keep your commitment. You're also needing to trust. You may have trust issues. Joy. You're needing to be happy. And somehow you're inspiring others, or others are inspiring you. Alright, Spirit, what are we going to do next? I was hearing be still and be happy. So we're going to go to be still and be happy. This is just a book I picked up from, I think, Hobby Lobby. I'm not endorsing anyone's business. I'm just telling you where I got the book. June 30th is significant here. Authority over all. Remember obedience, authority over all. And then we have July 1st. Blessed are the gentle, for they shall inherit the earth. Matthew 5:5. So 5:5 could be significant. this isn't the 1st of July, it's just the month of July. So somehow June 30th and July could be significant to you. It could be a Gemini. Authority overall. All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Matthew 28:18. What we do not do by our own authority. Whatever we do by the authority of Christ. Only He has enough authority to rightfully accomplish what needs to be done. For it is not just an authority to do earthly things, but an authority in heaven and on earth. We can be bold then in how we act. We are stewards of Christ's ministry, not independent agents of change. When we rely on our own strength or authority, we make the gospel about us instead of Christ. The gospel does not exist to glorify our abilities as Christians, because we are just created people who are unworthy of praise. God made us to glorify Him, which in turn glorifies us as children of our Father in heaven. Christ has been given all authority, because all glory is due to Him. Lord Jesus Christ, all glory comes through you and is due to you. Make me into an ambassador of your glory, bringing your kingdom to those around me. Help me to see where I can act on your behalf today, because you have sufficient authority to do all things. June 30th. So your authority is to your higher power, in this case, Jesus. But you can have any higher power you choose, okay? And this is saying that you don't do the things you do because you want to. You do them because this is how you've been told to behave. And God not only has authority here on earth, but God has authority in heaven. And so we do it with confidence, because we know that as above, so below. What the way it's done in heaven is the way it should be done on earth. And when we align ourselves with that principle, we'll manifest pretty much instantly, because we're aligning ourselves with the universe and with God's will to bring glory not to ourselves for our own accomplishments, but because through us God is accomplishing something. So in this case, I think your authority is to your higher power, okay? Your obedience. And you're being encouraged to be generous. So somehow you have something in abundance that you can share. And you're being encouraged to do that. And to continue to be patient. And then we have love showing up right underneath that. So overall, there's this sense of there's going to be some kind of love involved. It could just be love for yourself, okay? You might be struggling with loving yourself. All right, let's see what the main thing is. For some reason, Spirit is telling me to use the Sacred Vision Oracle cards. So I'm going to pull from here and see what message we get. These are very interesting cards. They are Native American. They are absolutely beautiful. And they have short messages on the back. Okay? Alright, Spirit. What message do you have for this collective? How are you working in this collective, Spirit? May I see, please? Beautiful. We have Freedom, number 23, Freedom. And this is what it looks like. He's holding a chicken. He's also holding, it looks like a bundle of sage. Let's read. He's also got a very beautiful headdress on. He looks like a chief. Brother of the Hawk, East and yellow. So this card represents the East and the color yellow. Possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to worldly possessions possess knowledge attaching to ideas, experience, a name. Does a man with a feather possess the unbound spirit of the bird, or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desire to obtain knowledge? In truth, they are both possessed by the whole, the spirit and the rainbow containing all of life. The me dissolves into relationship. To be, to exist, is to be related. The true self is one of infinity. You ask, why am I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedom comes with the search for truth, the true self. To find true fulfillment and beauty, understand your attachments, own them, and accept them. Be proud of your accomplishments. Then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. Okay? So true freedom is when your belongings no longer own you, or the things that you possess no longer own you. Okay? So we're being told that whatever we possess, whatever it be, like he has a chicken. Is he now part of the chicken, or is the chicken part of him? And the card is saying that we are all part of one another. And when we stop allowing the things that we have or that we possess to own us, we're free. And I think that also means if we stop allowing the things we don't possess to own us, because some people get caught up on what they don't have just as much as people get caught up on what they do have. And if we're allowing what we don't have to control how we feel, then we are not free. We are still attached. We still have unhealthy attachments to the things of this world. And we can't own anything, and nothing can own us because we are one. Okay? So we're being told that freedom is a very important concept here. And also your worthiness, number 9. This is blue medicine. It represents west and black. So we have yellow and black, and we have east and west. Okay? All water birds are medicine. If followed, they lead you to water, the essence of life. The kingfisher in particular, represents healing. One would wish any wound, physical or psychological, would mend as quickly as the water's surface after a kingfisher's dive. If you've ever noticed, Indians or Native Americans go to the water for healing. The kingfisher is like the intrepid warrior that you are. To solve your problems, you must move deeply beneath the surface of your emotions into the trodden waters, searching for early reasons and conditioning that caused you pain. Wow. This blue medicine signifies the deep blue water of your emotions, and your prey is an inferior sense of well-being and worthiness. Like this great bird in flight, once your prey is found, you set your wings to soar high above it, determining where next you will plunge. Let this be your time of healing. Raise your spirit to the skies. So you have to be the blue medicine. It's time. You see how this hummingbird is bound by the things that are all around it. It has bells on it. It has money, a coin wrapped around it. and then it has feathers. But these are not, this is not their feathers. This is like eagle feathers or owl feathers. And this bird is so bound up by the things that it thought were pretty and that would make it look pretty that it took away its beauty. It's like you're trying to cover up your worthiness with all this stuff. You have to get beneath that. You have to get beneath that to the healing. Like, why do you have the need to have these things attached to you? Why do you feel like this makes you worthy? Because everyone knows that when you take all this off of you, you are beautiful and worthy without that stuff. This stuff is weighing you down. You have to get beneath the stuff that's weighing you down. And in order for healing to happen, you have to be able to take a deep dive into the water. And you can't even get to the water until you get through these layers. You've got layers to go through to realize you're worthy. And we're headed to freedom through these healing, these deep healings. Right now is a time of deep, deep healing in our lives, okay? And that's why we're having to do what we're told. There's generosity being given to us, and patience is being given to us. And there's also love, but we don't see it yet. We're realizing we're worthy and that we deserve freedom from our addictions, I believe. I'm truly feeling there is an addiction here at the core because of the song that came through. I'm not broken anymore. You're not broken anymore. You're free now. You're free now, okay? Nobody owns you. They're not binding you or holding you back anymore. They're holding you because they're protecting you. But you are able to get away. But you can't get away because you have bound yourself up with things that you thought would cover up the shame and the pain and all the things that made you feel so unworthy of a good life. But you're worthy of a good life, and you don't need all these things holding you back. There's a lot of things like money is holding you back, and a small amount at that. You like to make noise. You like to make noise. I think that you feel that making somebody's missing a finger. Somebody's missing a ring finger on their left hand. You could have had an accident where you lost a limb or a finger. But it's like, it's an attention-seeking behavior, the bells. It's like, look at me, look at me. Yeah, look at you, you're blue. You're blue, you're beautiful. You have a white collar around your neck. And you're perfect the way you are. But you put all this stuff on yourself, and now you have to get through those layers. You have to stop this attention-seeking behavior. And you have to take off all of the feathers that don't belong to you. You're wearing other people's feathers. Like, these feathers help other kinds of birds to fly. You don't need these feathers to fly, but you have them. There could be some hoarding going on. And then you have this coin that you feel like makes you, it's like you have money, and having that little bit of money that you can flash around makes you feel like you're worthy. But nobody cares that you can flash money around. You're worthy and free, okay? Being able to flash money doesn't make you worthy. Alright, can I get a message, Spirit? There's a storm warning in the goddess of the moon. So it's like somebody's gone through or is going through a very dark time right now. Rest and rejuvenation and Goddess of the Moon. The Goddess of the Moon card is about somebody who is on a professional level psychic. And your stability is here. You're a very psychic person. You have a lot of spiritual giftedness of a psychic medium. And while I was preparing for the video, there kept being all these videos about how tarot or, what else did they say? Being a medium, that stuff is talking to demons, and oh my God. It was the Catholic Church. No offense to the Catholic Church. A woman holding a heart and hostilities. But why would you think that this is evil or talking to demons? Alright, Spirit, what's the main message today for this collective? Because we're doing something a little different. A woman is holding a heart in reverse. And a man holding a heart. So we have the woman holding the heart and the man holding the heart. Isn't that cool? It is so perfect. Let me see. Where's my book at? I just got a text message from Denny telling me he fell asleep on me last night. I already knew that. It came out in the reading last night. Number 44. Number 44. Alright, when she's in reverse, this card reverse could indicate a state of being emotionally overwhelmed, and you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. It could also refer to some difficulty in a family matter or close friendship. If this is the case, it's time to let go or resolve things now. There's also a possibility that this woman reversed is someone who brings a negative emotional influence to your life. They may be jealous, have resentments, or even more subtle, be manipulating. Don't take things personally, but endeavor to bring greater clarity and calm with empowerment to this situation now. And always remember to bring a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself. So there's a woman who's struggling with her emotions. And because she may even be manipulative. Because we develop disorders, personality disorders. Borderline personality disorder is coming to mind here. This could be someone who triangulates. This is the person we're talking about right here. The one who's trying to get freedom and worth, to know their worth. That's why they are upside down, because they don't know their worth and they're not free. They're trying to get acceptance of themselves from worldly things, and they feel like if they have enough or don't have enough, that it makes them worthy or unworthy. But your worthiness doesn't come from what you own. And true freedom is when you're not owned by your possessions. You realize that we're all one. We don't own a bird just because we have its feather, and they don't own us just because we have their feather. We're one, okay? I hope that's making sense. These cards are very deep, and they represent the Native American way of thinking, okay? Alright, and then we have a man holding a heart, and he's upright. And this is a male who's dealing with family, love, or emotion. So both of these people, or this could be two sides of yourself. Your feminine side could be causing you to be negative, jealous, resentments, manipulating. But don't take things personally. endeavor to bring greater clarity and calm self-empowerment to the situation now and always. This is why we're having to be generous and patient, because somebody here is struggling financially, and it's causing them to feel like they're not worthy and like they're not free. And this could also be an addiction to money or to sex or to anything that you can be addicted to, okay? Now, this tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose. And their purpose in your life. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. So there's a man who sees that you're struggling and he wants to be there for you. This could be anybody in your family, okay? But it's a woman holding a heart and a man holding a heart. And she has jealousy and resentments, and she could even be a little manipulative. He, however, is genuinely feeling her and wanting to help her because he sees that she's struggling. Reverse any roles that you need to, okay? All right. So I've been instructed to pull these cards, and then I'm going to pull some others, but for some reason I've been asked to access Nyx, the wisdom of the House of Night. Nyx, may I access your wisdom on behalf of this collective? The moon and an oath. So somebody made you a promise, and it could have been during the full moon. Somehow the moon is significant. A Cancer could be involved. You're being given a reminder about the moon. Spirit is reminding you about the moon. For some reason. We're going to find out what's being said. And there's been lust in the moon. So secretly somebody's had a lot of desire, a lot of lust. Alright, show us please, Nyx, what we need to see about this situation between this man and this woman. Holy cow. May I have good strong answers only please from the universe. No fluffy duffy. Reading while in the upright. I got the fledgling and the high priestess of fire. Okay, I'm going to read these to you because they're not what you would think. They have special meaning. Somebody could have very dark black or brown hair, beautiful skin tone, very light pale skin. You could have a tattoo on your face of a moon, a crescent moon. Somebody has red hair. You could both have tattoos on your face or have had like those henna tattoos. I have the number 1 here and the number 5, okay? And for the woman holding the heart, it's 44, and for the man, it's 45. 44 and 45. And then I have the number 6, the high priestess of air. So I have air and fire on the board right now. The fledgling, number 1. The fledgling. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it's a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunity. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. And this man is here to help you with that, okay? You have a man in your life that's here to help you to learn and discover and to help you to get through these difficult... That song, I'm Not Broken Anymore, it talks about you standing next to me. Can you tell me that you're really real? So I know that I can open up and show what's really inside of me without you judging me. And that's why this man is in your life, or this woman is in your life, because you're a mirror of one another. Whatever you've been through, they have been through it as well and overcome it. So they are being put in your life to help you overcome. And you're at the beginnings of this enormous change in your life that's going to bring you freedom and show you that you're worthy. But you have to get through all these layers that you've put on, thinking that you're covering up your shame, your guilt, your lust, your pride, anything that you have inside of you, traumas. You could have been sexually assaulted, abused, verbally, mentally. You could have mental illness going on. You could have all kinds of things going on. And in fact, I see that you do, because you're covering it up. And you're going to have freedom. And you're going to realize that your possessions don't own you. And that's true freedom. When those drugs don't own you anymore, that's true freedom. When you can let those things go, okay? Alright, then we have the High Priestess of Fire, which is number 5. So we have 1, 5, and 6. So that's 12, which is 3. And we have 45, which is 9, and 44, which is 8. Alright, let's see what number 5 is. That's a 7, I think. Number 5. High Priestess of Fire. Whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and to choose how you call upon the High Priestess of Fire for inspiration and joy. And she will release you from the trap of boredom. Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns when it is allowed to get out of control. Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively, and guard yourself against burning out. Use your fire wisely and let your light shine brightly. Okay? So you're being encouraged. There's fire right now. You're being given this passion, this fire. And you need to use it creatively and not to burn things out of control and to burn out. Don't try to change overnight. Remember, it said with the fledgling that you're going to make mistakes. Be gentle with yourself. So don't get so fired up about making these changes that you let it burn out. It can cause you to get overwhelmed. You need to take it slow. You need to be patient with yourself and be generous, but obedient, because someone's been put in your life that you have to be obedient to. And it looks like it could be a man, or it could be a jealous, manipulative woman, and you are this man. Sometimes we get put in situations in life where we have a person in our life who's very unhealthy, that's over us in authority. And is there anything any worse than to have a boss who's jealous and deceitful and lies and manipulates? Is there anything any worse? I don't think so. I mean, that's one of the, at the top of the list for me, is somebody who's in authority over me, who has such a lack of control over their own life that they use the control they're given, the power that they're given, to let it go to their head, and they become power hungry and they take it out on the people that they have control over. There's nothing worse. That's horrible, okay? So whatever way this resonates with you, but you're being told that you're being given an inspiration with fire. So there's a fire element at work here, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We also have the Fool, which is Aries. So I feel there's a strong Aries energy. You're transforming, you're changing. You're realizing that what you own doesn't define you. You're getting freedom from maybe an addiction to money and to possessions, okay? And you're going to stop trying to dress yourself up to be something you're not and be yourself, okay? And then we have the High Priestess of Air, excuse me. And that's our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius vibe. Somebody has a crescent moon tattoo somewhere. It looks like it's on your face. Logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to it could be a teardrop. Logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by the vampire High Priestess of Air. Now is the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to resolve reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. So you're being told right now that you're being given this, the fire, the passion that you need to begin something new that's leading you to a healthier, happier life, okay? It's something that you are having to have acceptance about. You're not broken anymore. Whatever made you feel broken, you're not broken anymore. And there's a man here who is, he doesn't look like you at all. Like, you guys don't look related at all. You look nothing alike. You kind of do. But see how she's all dressed up and he's like down to earth? And see, this is the problem. It's like you do these things to make yourself stand out, but you overdo it. And if that's who you truly are, then that's fine. I get it. But this bird can't even fly because it's overdone it. So be careful about overdoing it, okay? Under the man holding the heart is a community in reverse and walking away because of indecision and a heart chakra. They're manifesting victory because of a woman holding a coin whose heart is broken and they feel all tied up. They're thinking about this. Okay. So, this man has a lot of complicated stuff going on, but he's handling it well. This woman is at the beginning of a journey of a new her. And your movement is restricted. You have a lack of obedience. And you don't feel like you belong. That's causing chaos in your life. And you're not a warrior. Oh, you're going to struggle. You're going to hit your head on a brick wall and over and over and over and over until you understand that Spirit's trying to do something different with your life. Not because you're not perfect just the way you are, but because you're not just the way you are. You're very extra. I'm going to just say it as politely as I can. You're a very extra person, okay? Something happened here in your family. So I'm going to try to find out what that was. Show me how this happened. I'm not saying you're a bad person. Please don't misunderstand me. There's work to be done here. And Spirit's indicating that to me. You were having to agree to fucking disagree. You see shit differently. That's life with another person. Good times. So you were having to agree to disagree with somebody, okay? Y'all had a fight. Alright, what's being hidden? It could have been a sister or brother or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife or mother, father, I don't know. Secretly, one of you is doing too many fucking chores, and that person better get laid now. So you could be married, or the laid part could just mean, you know, I better get rewarded now. Like, somebody needs to pay me my allowance because I've been doing all these chores around this damn house. So secretly, one of you does way too much. Or you could just be over-giving in some way, because you think that the more you give, the more people will like you. Alright, and what's being shown? That you think you have somebody all figured out. But Spirit's saying, no you don't. Alright, what's going to happen next? You are not being heard. Say that shit again louder. So you have something you want to say, but nobody's listening. It's time to talk money. And you want to sit back and relax, because oral love is in your future. You could just be expecting communication from somebody. And in fact, you're going to get it with that High Priestess of Air. You're going to have good communication, but you have to have good communication. And you're not telling somebody how you feel, because secretly you feel like somebody does too many chores. And I think you feel like it's you. And unless you can speak up and say, you know what, I feel like I'm doing too many chores around here. Can we talk about this like adults? And I don't understand why I'm the only one who ever does anything around here. Yeah, I realize that you have a job and that you work and you go to school or whatever y'all do. But I do a lot too. And then on top of that, I'm expected to clean up behind all of you guys. Why can't we all clean up after ourselves? You know, you have to have that kind of conversation. But instead, you just think you have them all figured out. And you think you know why they're doing this to you. So you've already constructed in your mind a scenario of why all this is happening. And nobody wants to hear your whatever, because nobody listens. And they just sit back and relax. They're being abused, misused, but you're allowing it, okay? Alright. Just fucking say it. Resentment kills the magic. But when you do, nobody listens. And you need to talk about money. Let's talk about money. Here it says we need to talk about money. Alright, what is it that they need to talk about when it comes to money? Somebody is being a rescuer and partying too much. So somebody's giving you money and then you're partying with it. Or you're partying and spending up all your rent money and then somebody has to rescue you. You're making mistakes because you're partying too much. Cards keep falling out. You're making mistakes. Alright, show me how this happens, Spirit. You were at a crossroads and you didn't know whether you should use your voice when it came to a promoter. Okay? But you didn't. You were just at a crossroads about it. Alright, what was being hidden here? You had no stability. You were trying to manage your money and you were unlocking something. You had to unlock something. And what that means is what was locked can now be opened. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitations. So you unlocked the floodgates of abundance, okay? That's why generosity is here. Spirit's saying you have abundance coming from everywhere. And you're able to manage your money. But secretly, somebody in your life is unstable. They're not able to manage their money, okay? And you are at a crossroads about asking somebody for help, is what it looks like to me. Alright, so what's being shown? That somebody is a counselor, but they don't get any recognition. There's a counselor involved, but you get no recognition. Alright, what's going to be the outcome here? There's a mechanic that has a strategy. They're going slow, but they're going to have transportation. Okay? So this person, this mechanic, has an idea of how they can have transportation. And what's going to be the outcome of that? There's going to be a shift. There's going to be a shift so that you don't have to take a risk, and you're going to have angelic help. And your health is also a factor. Maybe your mental health, and that's why you have a counselor. What's going to be the outcome of the stability that's in reverse and secret? Somebody has a business and they're motivated to make an investment when it comes to writing and their parenthood, okay? That's going to be the outcome of the instability. What's going to be the outcome of the counselor who doesn't get recognition? Somebody's emotions are involved. How they feel about their looks is involved. Something unreliable is involved. Their health is involved. And working, laboring. Somehow labor. So this counselor doesn't get recognized, but they help people with their emotions. They help them to feel better about themselves. They help them to be more reliable about their health, to meet their goals. And they help them to find work so they can have a meaningful future. But they don't get any recognition for that. And whoever it is, they've had a loss in the past. What's going to be the outcome here for anybody involved? Wow. There's a surprise here, but it's in reverse. And it's because of timing, divine timing. Can we have an idea about the surprise? Spirit says you just need to be patient. You're a phoenix rising. So Spirit's not going to tell us. And it has something to do with the beginning of something. And we see that you're at the beginning of something right now. But Spirit has a surprise for you, okay? I don't know if it's spelled out in the letters car, but Spirit may have a car for you because there's a mechanic that has a strategy of how they can get a car. And there's going to be angelic help. Alright, but back to the reading. Alright, we're going to take up the money cards because we've looked at them now. No spell work came out this time, thank goodness. Whoever was doing that spell work, it wasn't working. But it could have been making you feel some kind of way. Because I've had a rough week because of it. And it's not being done on me. I think it's being done on somebody that's collective. But I feel what you feel because I pick up your energy. Make sure you clear your energy. You do a cleansing bath. Soak in some lavender salts or put some crystals in your bath water. And take the bath water outside after you get out of the tub and dump the bath water outside of your house. Get it away from your house, okay? Alright, so we have somebody here who has had an argument. You feel like you do too much, or somebody feels like somebody does too much, and they have them all figured out. And they're not listening to you, even when you fucking say it over and over and over again. They're just going to sit back and relax, okay? This is a problem. This is a problem. Let's talk about this further. Why are they doing this? Because I don't choose you. I'm clueless. I have no regrets. And I have a friendship. So there's a friendship here. The friendship is upright. The clueless card is upright. So it's like you feel like you haven't been chosen and you don't know why. And you feel like this person doesn't regret. Somebody here doesn't regret being your friend, and they're clueless as to why you won't choose them. That's how this happened. Alright. What's being hidden? That you need your friend's support, but it's not the right time, and it's in reverse. Why is that in reverse and secretly? Because it's about that divine timing. There's a time and a place for everything. And it's not the right time for you to get support from this friend. Why not? Because of work and the waiting game. Somebody has to work, and you have to wait while they work on something. What are they working on? Good, strong answers only, please. Thank you. Oh, they don't want to be haunted, so they're trying to stalk you. What do they see when they watch you? They're watching you from a fake account. That you're not pretending, you're not unfazed, and you're not uncomparable. Wow. So somebody that you work with is watching you, and they're like, this person is not pretending. They're not unfazed, and they're not uncomparable. So they don't think very highly of you. They are afraid of you, though. They feel like you'll haunt them somehow. Like, I think they're afraid of your spirituality. And it's somebody you work with. That's what it looks like. Alright, well, what's being shown? That somebody is not shutting down. They're not missing you, and they're undecided. I haven't shut down, and I don't miss you. I don't know what I do. I'm undecided about all this. Alright, so what's going to happen next? This is like a friend of yours. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I think, okay? This is what I think. I think all of this can be turned up this way. I think that this person has been working and making you wait. And they're haunted by this. They're haunted. They've been pretending like it doesn't bother them. And like you're not incomparable. But the truth is that they can't stop watching you because you are incomparable. What we were seeing in secret is that secretly they're trying not to feel this way. But they are. And the reason why they are is because they're not sure what they want to do. But they miss you. And they have shut down because they miss you and they don't know what to do about it. What are they leaning toward, though? And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next in a minute. What are they leaning towards? They feel like they've made a mistake that they need to erase, but there's no way out. They feel like wherever they are, it was a mistake to go there, but now they're stuck there. And what's going to happen next is they're going to reach their breaking point with somebody partying. Remember I told you at the very beginning that this was about somebody's addiction? So they are clean and sober and trying to live a sober life. And somebody else is partying. And look, somebody's truly, truly in love. It's true love. How does this friend feel about them? They're trusting the plan. Remember trust, inspire, commitment, joy, accept. They're accepting that you're in the wrong place because you made a mistake. But you're shutting down because you miss this person and you can't figure out what to do about the mistake that you made. That's not the way to deal with this. That's not the way to deal with this. Spirit, can you give them any guidance on how to deal with this? The sky is the limit when it comes to your dreams. And don't read into communication. Listen to what is being said. Remember, you had this whole thing concocted in your head about why you were going to have to do all the chores. Stop waiting by the phone for them. A self-empowered person waits for no one. And stop waiting for your phone to ring. So you're constantly waiting to hear from this person. And that's unhealthy. And I know that you get obsessed with people. I've been there and done that. But if you will redirect yourself and continue to redirect yourself, because the more you get obsessed with that, the more you get obsessed with that. It's like a vicious cycle because your thoughts become things. And if you become obsessed with a person, you become obsessed with hearing from that person, you get more and more of that. And it becomes this vicious, you're like, despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. It's like you're a rat in a cage waiting for this person to call. And the more you want something to happen, the less likely it is to actually happen. So, stop waiting by the phone for them. Anything else that they can do or we can do, just get out of your head. You're definitely in your head. Get out of your head. Although this journey may be filled with thorns, the ways you are blossoming are beautiful. And find an online community of supporters. And I'm happy to be that for you. I don't know why people don't stick around. I try to be kind and I try to do readings that are meaningful. And people come and go. Keep your chin up and focus on you instead of them. Okay? Okay. Alright, let's see how they feel about you. Because they do have feelings for you. They're your friend, though. They're seeing through some illusions about something that they've been hiding, or you have. Alright, show me how this man holding the heart feels about the woman holding the heart. He feels like he's intuition is here. His intuition is here. He has this inner knowing, this telepathy that he wants to relentlessly pursue you until he has you. He wants to chase you, or he knows you want to chase him. All right. How does he feel about that chase? That it's shocking, unexpected, and it could cause trouble. And misunderstood. How do you feel about that chase? You're longing. You're longing. What are you planning on doing? Secretly admiring somebody? Having a lot of depth and not saying anything to them about it? Hiding it? Alright, so there's something deep here that they want to say, but they're hiding it. Let's see if we can find out what this person's hiding. What's this person hiding that they want to say? They're watching you. They want to say, I don't trust you. So they have trust issues. And, oh, fuck, why, Lord, help me, I can't send this. So they can't tell you, but they don't trust you. Why don't you trust them? I wish I would have talked to you when I had the opportunity. Well, what would you have said? You're a fucking asshole. And you're my impossible love. So they have this weird type of feeling for you. What would you say to them? They don't have anything really good to say. You would say, I just reread the text you do send, and what else? That you want a booty call. So they just want you for sex. But where have you been my whole life? So this person's like, I wish I would have met you years ago, and I want to have sex with you. And you're over here like, I can't love you. You're impossible to love. You're a fucking asshole. I wish I would have talked to you when I had the chance, but I was too much of a coward, and I don't trust you. But I love the way you love me. I think this person has loved you in the past, but something happened. Let's see if we can find out details. Give me some details, Spirit, about what may or may not have happened here. Good, strong answers only, please. Something happened in April. Or your name could be April. Somebody had a prostitute. Or was a prostitute. Their name could be April. Somebody's not for you. Watch me rise. And I communicate is here with sex addiction. There's the addiction. Alright. Any more details that I can get from this reading? So this person should have told you when they first met you, oh, let's have sex. We could be same sex. I'm being silly. And you need to see past the pain that I'm in. Celibacy is here. And they lied about their feelings. So remember I told you they were over here lying about their feelings? They were lying about their feelings. Alright, what else? I don't know why I don't use these more often. I made these, by the way. They play mind games. They had the death of a loved one. They're trying to trust God and practice self-care. And they're very gifted. There are red flags, though. And somebody tells lies, okay? And we see all of that in the reading underneath. Okay, so what might happen here in this relationship, Spirit? Somebody's going to spy and feel guilty like they sabotaged something. Alright, what's being hidden? That they have lack in doubt and that they are distant or at a distance. They want to be alone and have time out. They're at a distance and they have lack and doubt. Alright, and what's being shown? That they're cold and detached. Their ancestors are here and they are divine masculine. Okay, what's going to happen next? Jesus Christ, y'all. Divine Feminine just came out with her. She's not going to have any assistance from her spirit guides. Why are her guides not helping her? Because of somebody romanticizing, being controlling, and wearing a facade about their beliefs, but wanting a reunion. They need to love their self. So you are a twin flame. And right now, it's like one of y'all is really cutting up. Alright, let's see what might happen here. What's going to happen here, Spirit? May I see, please? This is true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. It is true love. You are truly in love with each other. What's being hidden? That somebody needs to be released because they're playing hard. Somebody's got an addiction. And what's being shown? Woo! That somebody's married. What's going to happen with the marriage? Or you're going to get married. There's a past life love here, and you've mastered a spiritual lesson. What was the lesson? It had to do with abundance, stability, and rejection. And what's going to happen next? You're going to be longing, and there's going to be children involved. Why are the children here? Because you need to have integrity when it comes to having an addiction. You need to put away the computer. No second chance. You're going to have regret right now. And there's a warning about this friendship. What should they do about the friendship? Damn. It's a twin flame. You need to take care of yourself. There's going to be healing in this friendship. I'll be damned. And you're going to learn a spiritual lesson. Make a decision when it comes to your money, a soulmate, being unavailable, and having acceptance of a new love. And not having a second chance. So you're trying to break it off with a soulmate that you have history with. Is what it looks like to me. Alright, I'm going to give you some guidance. Is it coming from here? I'm going to get one from here and one from there. Guidance, please, Spirit. Wow. This is like a power couple. You could be same-sex, but you don't have to be. Black Diamond, number 39. You could be bisexual. My husband used to tell me I was, but I'm not. I don't know why he used to say that. He used to say, well, because I can compliment a woman on their beauty, and I can talk about how beautiful their breasts are. And he always felt like that made me bisexual. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, it's just that I notice things, and there's nothing wrong with noticing someone's beauty. Some women are just beautiful. I think women are more beautiful than men, though. So maybe I am bisexual. I just don't know it. You have a powerful spiritual journey to take this lifetime. It is not always easy to take this path. However, you are a wisdom bearer. You are one of the precious ones who is not destroyed by dark experiences in life, but is rather able to find wisdom and empowerment through overcoming them. You've done it before, and you will do it again. As your soul becomes powerful through the pressure she has survived, you'll be able to rise to even greater challenges, but they will feel easier for you than before. You are unstoppable. You have every right to feel bold and joyful about what life holds for you next. I'm going to read it all. Spiritual Diamond is the bearer of powerful spiritual mojo. She shines with dark beauty through the soul that has been able to withstand great intensity and remain intact, with the power to defend you against jealousy, ill-wishing, and curses. Black Diamond gives you the power to face your fears. Your soul has been working with Black Diamond, transforming your attitude towards fear, learning how to feel it without being overcome by it. Black Diamond is only available to those old souls who are ready for it. It takes many lifetimes to be able to confront fear. You have to develop unconditional spiritual trust to do this. Only then can you go through the darkness and the unknown and face your fears willingly, with absolute certainty that you will learn something of value to your soul, and knowing that you will find your way out into the light once more. You are strong enough to experience the darkness within your soul and in the world around you without breaking your trust in spirit. Your soul knows that, even when we cannot see how all things ultimately work for good, Black Diamond reminds you that you are an ancient and wise soul with the power to create love even out of darkness. You are made stronger through every experience. The things that once would have caused you pressure will actually become so much easier for you to handle. You are ready for an empowered, beautiful, and precious life journey ahead. And you're at the beginning of that. And if you remember, it goes all the way back to the freedom and not letting your possessions, whatever they are, control you. You have to take off all this garbage that you're wearing And then we have Soul Sisters number 38, because that's not who you really are. You keep getting like numbers that are in sequence, 38, 39, 44, 45. It's like the two of you, even the initial cards of the man and the woman holding the heart were the cards right beside each other. You two are meant to be right beside each other. And you're fighting it because there's somebody else involved. And you just have to accept that. I mean, if they're going to stay with that person and you're going to remain friends with them, then you have to set boundaries and you have to know that this is only going to be a friendship. And that can be painful if you're in love with somebody. And if you're not able to do that, you might have to tell this person, look, somehow we need to separate and go our separate ways for a while because I need to find somebody else. I deserve somebody too. And I'm not going to sit here and wait to see what your move is going to be next, because I deserve happiness also. So we can be friends, and I'll touch base with you from time to time, but it's not going to be an everyday thing, because it just keeps my hopes up, and that's not fair. All right, Soul Sisters. You are being emotionally and psychologically influenced by the people around you more than you may realize. Sometimes this is good. They uplift and inspire you and help you feel loved and loving. However, sometimes you can sense that being truly yourself in situations can result in unwanted conflict and to undermine yourself to keep the peace. And you undermine yourself to keep the peace. You'll find that the moment you stop doing this, some difficulties you've been having in moving forward will fall away as if by magic. The relationships worth holding on to can handle a little more truth, even if feathers get ruffled, before being smoothed over with love once more. Remember, you were over here feeling like you did all the chores and not saying anything and thinking you had this person all figured out, but you didn't. You have to learn to speak up. If you can't truly be yourself in a situation, and a relationship can't handle a little bit more stress, then that's not one of your people. Like, that person either needs to grow the fuck up or get the hell out of my life. That's just where I'm at with it. Do what you want to with your people. But when it comes to my people, and they know this, they already know this. This is not a surprise to anybody in my life. Okay. Let's see how we can love who we are. You're at a place of a brand new beginning. Everything's new for you right now. So go easy on yourself, okay? Whew. These cards are jumping all around tonight, today. Alright, you got a cupcake. Celebrate the little things. You got a cupcake with a mouse on it and a conch shell. Unfold your own myth and celebrate the little things. And then we have the bottom of the deck energy, which I forgot about. Expect a miracle. So somehow you're going to have a miracle and you need to expect that. Alright. Number 43. 43, 12, and 42. See? 42 and 43. I'm telling you, there's something to that keeps happening for you. Alright. 42. Expect a miracle. Make a wish. Expect a miracle. According to an old European legend, the name Lady in Ladybug is borrowed from Our Lady, the Mother Mary. During the Middle Ages, when pests plagued crops of disastrous levels, the farmers prayed to the Blessed Lady to save their lands. In a short time, the ladybugs, who had not been in the area before, started visiting and eating their pests. The crops thrived. Your crops, all you are growing in your life, benefit from your willingness to ask and receive help. It doesn't matter to whom you address your petition. The sacred is always listening. Make the wish and expect the miracle. Okay, and then we have number 43, which is a cupcake. Make that wish. And it says, part of loving your fabulous self is found in noticing and celebrating the little things. Don't wait for the big milestones and grand adventures. Celebrate the air in your lungs, the flowers blooming in the sidewalk cracks, and the way your heart feels when you hear that one song, that one voice. The world is full of wonders, and you are one of them. Put your party hat on and celebrate that. You're beautiful. And then number 12, unfold the myth. Says this. Don't settle for others' stories of the tales of how it went for those who took this path before you. No one has ever lived on this planet with your particular thoughts, your dreams, your skills, or your specific genius. The magic inside of you is one of a kind. Use it to unfold the truest and most beautiful version of your life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to look like anyone else's magic, just your own. You just need to be your unique self, baby. Let's see what the Instant Magic Oracle would say to you. Instant Magic Oracle, what would you say? Oh my God. Spirit, I hate this page. Welcome to the cosmic control panel in your brain. Close your eyes and visualize a cockpit in a spaceship. Notice all the switches, dials, buttons, and levers. Look a little closer and notice that above all of these controls are labels. And you might notice one that's labeled anxiety, one that's labeled fear, one that's labeled self-worth or happiness, etc., etc. Now take a moment and notice how all the switches are dialed from 0 meaning low to 10 meaning high. When you have a clear vision, start adjusting them. Turn the anxiety down to 2 or lower and self-worth up to 10. Give all the switches their own labels and play around with them. When you're ready, open your eyes and know that you can close your eyes at any time and go to this cosmic control panel in your brain. So it's a way of controlling, some of your character defects that you're trying to improve upon by redirecting your brain and saying, you know what, I don't want to be this way. I don't want to feel anxious. So I'm going to turn my anxiety down. It's just a physical way. If you're a physical, some people don't have to visualize things, but visualization leads to manifestation. All right, what would your best friend say? Pet all the dogs and show you care. And I did want to pull one more thing because I see this is a twin flame. Show me where the Divine Masculine is here. May I see, please? The Divine Masculine is wearing a mask about some regret. They're wearing a mask about the regret. Remember I said they regret sabotaging this? They're feeling guilty? Alright, where's the Divine Feminine? The Divine Feminine is also observing and seeing signs. What's got the two of you connected? Grief from the past, and what else? You're compromising and you're doing shadow work. And what might be the outcome here? Because I see you're just friends. What's going to be the outcome in the next month? Somebody's not going to see their part in this. But you're going to be devoted to one another. So you're not going to mirror each other. Why are you not mirroring each other? Because somebody is going through a metamorphosis. So right now, in order for them to go through a metamorphosis, they have to stop mirroring you. Alright, show me how the Divine Masculine is going through the metamorphosis. So you're both, I think, going through this. They are awakening to their inner child in reverse. Okay, how's the Divine Feminine metamorphosizing? She is ascending. Where are you going to end up here? both of you are admiring one another. You're both watching each other, and you're not going to settle. You're not going to settle. So, I don't know what you're going to do. But it looks like you're going to be friends, which is good. Pet all the dogs and show you care. Alright, what's going on with the angels here? You're going to be given wisdom and protection. And a resurrection. Anything else? Freedom. There's your freedom again. Somebody's going to be given freedom. There's your joy. And there's your faith. With gratitude. And gratitude will take you so far in this life. Alright, anything else you want me to pull, Spirit, before I close? Oh, a tarot card, Spirit said. How are you working in this twin flame? You could be different races also, but you don't have to be. The Fool is here in reverse, and the Empress is here in reverse. Now I gotta know why. Why is the Fool in reverse? There's healing there needing to be done here. Okay, somebody felt like they were going to be betrayed again. Both of you felt like there was going to be more betrayal, more regret, and no healing. You both felt that way, I think. Alright, why is the Empress in reverse? She's upright over there. Because she's not going to try and control this anymore. And it's because there's a karmic partner. So what is she going to do? Be bored, refuse an offer, and not... She's just not going to care anymore. She just doesn't care anymore. Because she's been hurt and betrayed so much. I feel you, girlfriend. I feel you. Alright, I guess we'll pull trinkets. That's going to be it. Do you want dice? We already did letters. Alright, I got a feather. I got a skull and crossbones. It's a pirate. Dream, hope, trust, love. An elephant. An anchor. A crescent moon with a baby. 2 hearts connected. Another pirate. A Hello Kitty. Somebody could be into Hello Kitty or they could be a Leo. A skeleton key. A cross. The word love. A sea turtle. A quarter. A Taurus. Forever. Another skull. A star. Oh my God, a dragonfly. I did not see that coming. And a little girl, a child. I remember there was children involved. My back hurts. I need a massage or something. And I just might go get me one. Uh-oh. I have a crystal. Somebody's key to that car they were working on. A music note with a skull, and something fell out. I don't know what. There's my bear, my feather, a bullet, an anchor, another feather, and every fair from fair sometimes declines. William Shakespeare. And learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. And look, I've got my pirate again today. Again today. Thank you, baby. Alright, I guess we're going to end it there. I don't know why y'all are at odds with each other like this, but it looks like you're friends. It looks like somebody's trying to come out of an addiction and start at the beginning without drugs. And that can be hard. It can be very hard. Especially if you're clean and you're dealing with somebody that's coming out of addiction. But best of luck to whoever you are. And if there's anything I can do personally for you, let me know. Okay? Take care now. Bye-bye.